feeling today? How feeling tonight?
Good.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Hi, Danny.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Britzone.
Hi, Danny. Hi,
Hello.
Saskia. How are you? Hi, Sas. How are you?
Welcome back, everyone.
Fine. I have to change my name because this is
All right.
office email. Sorry.
No
Halo,
worries.
how are you Kak Pupu?
Hi, Ilham ya.
Hi,
Yeah.
Bambang.
Thank you for coming.
Hello Ilham.
Halo
Hi.
Kak Ran.
Ririn, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, Ra.
Halo Kak
Hi,
Ram.
everyone.
Hi,
Ririn.
Kak Ririn. Welcome
Hi,
back.
Hi,
Eva.
Arif. Hi, Pupu.
Hi, Karirin.
Ririn.
Hi.
Fine. I have
We're good.
to change my name because this is
King Arif, would you please lower your volume?
Me? Hello.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess it's Ijon.
Oh, okay, John.
Ijon, maybe
All
you
right.
can turn off your YouTube video.
Okay, since many people are here already, let's start some announcement first, as usual. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for coming once again. Hello and good evening, Britzoners.
Hi.
Hi. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. So for those who don't know about us, I will give you some announcement for you. All right. So Britzone is a nonprofit organization focusing on English education and young empowerment, which is powered by so many inspiring committees and conductors who are all volunteers. Well, Britzone is an open platform where everyone from various backgrounds can just come and join us to practice. And not only Britzone's class is free of charge, but also we are trying our best to make the Britzone a place that is free of judgment. So please don't hesitate to practice with us. All right, so our main program consists of 3 classes a week, which is Tuesday online class. It starts at 7 p.m. We focus on public speaking, such as debate, speech, interview, etc. And we also have another class. It's Wednesday online class. All right, Wednesday online class. It starts at 7 p.m. We touch all 4 skills in English through class series like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. We also have another class. It's Saturday online class. It starts at 11 a.m. We bring various topics for weekly talks to encourage your speaking. So please come to our classes. Okay, Britzone, we have social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, website, Facebook, and Twitter. But our main program right now is Instagram. So please follow our Instagram. It's at Britzone ID. Well, you can also watch our videos on YouTube. You can please subscribe our YouTube channel. It's Britzone English Community, where you can watch so many creative contents from us. All right. Well, Britzone as a nonprofit organization has been supported by the library, sorry, has been supported because we are a nonprofit organization. So we are sustaining our community with several fundraising programs like Busy Merch and Busy Mart. So it's the Busy Mart. Look at that. We have so many new arrivals. You can buy our antibacterial face mask which it can protect you from the viruses. You can also buy our t-shirts and lanyard with limited time design. Okay, so Britain has been supported by the Library of Education and Culture Ministry for years. You can be a part of the modern library to access impressive 30 through K-book collection, audio and video collection. And you can also find so many books and audio collection there, and they're available online now. Okay, so we are also supported by Atmago application. It's a social network application in Indonesia that helps people to share neighborhood issues with the campaign Warga Bantu Warga. It's available on Android and iOS. Please download it because it's so beneficial for all of us. Okay, so after the class, we have Britzone tradition. We will take class photos with our conductor, and you can also give us feedback by visiting the website bit.ly/Britzone virtual feedback. All right, thank you so much. Before we start the class, I'd like to introduce you to our persistent conductor. She is very inspiring and amazing. She is a full-time analyst at Origo Education, and she's also a part-time English teacher. She is so passionate in doing her job, and I love her. She also said that English has saved her life. Do you guys want to know more about her story, how English saved her life? Without further ado,
Yes.
oh yeah, so excited. Without further ado, please welcome the amazing Vitriana Jessica. The screen is yours.
Yay.
Hello, guys. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm not sharing anything yet at the moment. I just want to greet you all and see your faces. I noticed that we have some of you here that have turned on their cameras. And we have some of you who I really want to see your face. So if you can open your cameras, feel free to do so. A little bit of introduction. My name is Jessica, and this is my first time as a conductor in Britzone. Not to mention, not just Britzone, but like talking in front of lots of people virtually and over like 30 participants. Thank you so much for coming. You guys are great. So for tonight, I am going to share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm just going to make this. Okay. So before we start, I just want to kind of give like an introduction of how English saved my life. What does that exactly mean? So imagine doing something that you love. Imagine something that you love may not be something that you thought at first that you like. Probably, maybe you never knew that you have so much interest in something until at one point or another things encourage you to break out of your comfort zone, and then you have to do something in order to probably to survive or to go to school or to hang out with your friends. Imagine something like that, and that exactly what happened to me. And in this part, English kind of become a big part of my life even until now, and I know in the future it will also be a huge part of my life. So before we start, I want you to get to know me just a little bit. This is a little bit about myself. My name is Jessica. I'm currently a full-time analyst at a college admission consultant named Origo EDU. And then I graduated in 2019 and I majored in public administrations. These are some of my favorite music. So I kind of recommend you if you want to kind of learn English and something, these are the songs that I first listened to. And I hope that if you have something similar or we are somehow in common in like music taste and you have other recommendations, feel free to let me know. Next. Okay. Wait. I want to ask you a question and I want you to share with others. When you were a kid, okay, when you were like, let's say 13 years old, right? What did you want to be? Anyone?
Come on, guys, don't hesitate to call.
Don't be afraid. When you were a kid, what did you want to be?
Feel free to speak up, guys.
Yeah, it's your time.
Hello.
Beverly.
Hi.
Alexa.
I want to be a doctor.
Hi.
Be a
How are
doctor.
you?
I'm great so far. And
Mm,
sorry for the boisterous place.
yeah,
Yes, when I
fine.
was kid, I wanted to be a pharmacist.
A what? Sorry? Beverly?
I really wanted to be a pharmacist, huh? Yes, can you hear me? Sorry,
Yeah,
because
sure.
the
Oh, a pharmacist.
oh yeah, right, a pharmacist.
Oh, and then?
And then during the time, and it has been changed. Yeah, of
Mhm.
course, the reason because when I was school, I tried to understand what I want to be in the future, and actually, I really fond of mathematics, and now I'm a mathematician.
Oh, that is amazing. So when you were a kid, you already figured out what you want to be, right?
Yes, because sometimes I look at the pharmacies. Sometimes it was feeling that really smart.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so that I really wanted to be them.
Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much. So, one interesting part that I want to highlight, Beverly knew what she wanted to be when she was a kid. Okay? And anyone else? Anyone else want to share when you were a kid, what kind of dream you had in mind about what kind of person you want to grow up to? Yep, two participants raised hand. Yeah, anyone feel free to unmute
It's
and
Ririn. Ririn? Ririn raised her hand, I think.
Hello,
hello.
Jessica.
Hi, Karirin.
Yeah. Thanks for this opportunity. So, back then when I was a kid, I always want to be a journalist.
Oh, that's interesting. What made you want to be a journalist, Karirin?
Actually, because I saw the journalists on TV that they can go travel, even they can
Mhm.
travel abroad, and then
Yeah,
they can report some kind of news,
yeah.
even in the borderline, probably in a war. And I think it will be interesting and very adventurous back then,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I totally
Yeah.
agree. Do you have any
And
journalists in mind that you were inspired from?
back then, it was Desi Anwar.
Oh, Desi Ann. Yeah, 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 I know
Yeah,
her.
it's too senior if some of you didn't know her because it yeah, it's like in from 90s era, some kind like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, thanks. So another person knew what she wanted to be when she was a kid. Thank you, Karirin.
Thanks,
Okay,
Jess.
I'm gonna ask for one more brave participant tonight. Who wanted to share about when you were a kid? Okay, three participants raise hand. Okay, just unmute yourself.
May I?
Sure, definitely.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is
Hi.
Mus, and when I was a kid,
Mhm.
I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, nice.
Why? Because
Why? Mm.
I love sharing things with
Mhm.
people, and I love meeting new people. And some people said that when I explain something, they can easily understand what I was saying.
Oh, that's
But
amazing.
it turns out that destiny doesn't bring me to that dream
Okay.
until finally I was I am in the uh, I am now,
Mhm.
and I am an employee in a private company.
Oh, I see. But you love teaching, right?
Yeah, I love teaching
What?
actually, but I don't have any chance to teach.
It's okay. What kind of subject that you love and you wish to teach?
Maybe bahasa Indonesia, because uh, I love studying bahasa Indonesia when I was in high
So you are
school.
studying for Indonesian language, language, isn't it? That you are nationalist, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is really amazing. But one way or another, you ever teach though, if I may ask? Have you ever had the chance to probably freelance teaching or volunteer?
Actually not, but I have a few cousins
Mhm.
in my house, so I often teach them.
How to the Indonesian language and like other subjects, right?
Yeah, any kind of subject as long as I understand.
Okay. Oh, that is great. Well then thank you so much, Ka Emus, for sharing. So these are all great because I've heard three of you answering to this question and precisely answering what you wanted to be when you were a kid. Like you wanted to be a teacher, you wanted to be a journalist, and you want to be a pharmacist, right? And I know that some of you be may just wanted to be like, I have some pictures here, may just want to be doctors, teachers. I have a businessman here and probably wanted to be a policeman, right? Or you wanted to be, let's say, you wanted to be king and queens. That was my dream when I was a kid. I wanted to be like princess because I watched too many Barbies and Rapunzels. And these are all the things that we wanted to be, right? When we were a kid, we had no idea how to get there. It's just that, oh, I wanted to be something because one thing or another inspired me. And that's totally great and awesome. And I am so envious of you guys who knew exactly what you wanted to be because when I was a kid, I had no idea what I wanted to be. I was completely clueless and I didn't know whether I wanted to be a doctor, whether I wanted to be a lawyer, a businessman, or let's just say any kind of job in particular. I didn't have that in mind. I wonder if there's anyone here that didn't know what they wanted to be when they were a kid, just like me. Anyone? Oh, Agnes Yususanto raised hand. Hi, Kak Agnes Yususanto. Do you want to
Oh, hello.
share?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's really relatable because it's hard to know what exactly did you want to become when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up with several different professions,
Mhm.
and it's if someone's is actually asking me what do you do for a living, it's a complicated question to answer for me.
Exactly. Yeah. And but do you know the things that you love aside from like the particular job, your dream job, so to say,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things you love, you do have those things, right?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's really relatable. And anyone else maybe shared the same experience as me and Ka Susanto tadi? Probably you may have no idea about a particular job when you were a kid. You're just clueless as me.
I think Saskia and Azar wants to share
Mhm.
something.
Anyone?
Okay, uh, I'm trying to explain
Sure. Hi,
what.
Saskia.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Nice. Okay, so when I was a kid, I literally have no idea what I want to be, same as you. So I really love to watch Barbie. So
Yeah.
I want to become a princess. And then when I growing up, I want to become a movie director.
Mhm.
Then when I was in that uh, type of that,
Mhm.
I mean like something that relation in movie or film. I was kind of I'm uncomfortable with that, so I just changing my kind of what I love. So
Yeah.
it's changing based on what I really love. So I have no idea.
Yeah, I totally get that. It's totally fine. And but do you have like passions or things that you like doing repeatedly or something like that?
So actually, I become a creative content writer in one of media in Venus University.
Oh,
So yeah,
that is great.
And I just want to become a lecturer someday. Maybe it was a dream that I want to achieve. Maybe someday. I didn't really know if I have maybe a really good time for I study again. But
Yeah, that's okay.
let's see just what happens next.
Yeah,
I really
it's
don't
okay.
know.
I totally get that. Thanks so much for sharing, Ka Saskia. And one last person who knows, who has no idea, probably, just like when I was a kid, about what kind of job they want to grow up, they want to become into. Tadi I saw ada Kak Bosga.
Hi, it's me.
Hi, Ka, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, so kindly share with us, like you didn't know what you wanted to be when you were a kid.
Yeah, actually, I don't know
Yeah.
what I became in the future.
Mhm.
I wanted to be a pastor in the first time.
Mhm.
I was inspired by what the pastor do when he pray for the others and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to be a president.
Exactly. I know, right? I heard Kasas wanted to
in
be
elementary
princess,
school.
and you wanted to be president. That's so really
Yes.
cool.
And then next, I wanted to be a teacher when I was in junior high school.
Yeah.
Because I am being inspired by my teacher.
Mhm.
He teach history.
Yeah.
And sejarah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then, but now apparently, now I'm a consultant, legal consultant.
That's okay. So kind of like different than what you had imagined or you had wanted at first, but you still do it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, we totally get that. Terima kasih. Thank you, Kak Bosga.
Thank you so much, Brianna.
Like the conclusion of it all is that from one side, there are people who really know what they want, and on the other side, there are people who don't really know yet what they wanted. But in the end, both of these are totally fine. They're like totally okay, and there's no problem in it, because in the long run, what matter is not what you wanted to be at first. What matter is in that process, right? What are the things that you take and you work on, and the opportunities that you didn't miss is what matter, right? And that is exactly what I do. And I may have missed one thing or two and a lot of things in my life, and that's totally fine as well. But let's get to it next. Here are the things that I love. I love meeting new people. I wanted to become something like Putrana Baban. I love being a journalist like Karirin. I was really inspired by Putrana Baban. I love public speaking. Sometimes whenever my mom would tell me to, Jessica, go to nap. This is 12 in the afternoon. You need to have a nap. And I didn't, of course. I was a rebellious kid. So I didn't take the nap. I just pretend that I was asleep. And I took like I don't know, a comb, I think, and I just held it in my hand, and I felt as if like that comb was my microphone, and I talk literally anything to like no one in the room, because I like talking to people. And then there were no one that I could talk with, but I wanted to talk. I want to voice out my ideas. So I just did what I could at the moment, right? And I love traveling and I love writing. And at that time, I felt like this man in this very, nameless desert, I felt like I really can't do all the things that I love as freely as I wanted, because I love meeting new people. I love traveling. But as I grew up, I can't do all those things at once, right? I have limitations on money. My mom would not give me, like, let's say 100,000 per day to do everything that I want, to buy things that I love. And then I felt like, oh, I can meet new people just as easily because I don't go out that often, right? So I wonder, how can I actually break free of this jail that is just inside my head? When on the other hand, it's not the the bars keeping me locked up. It's just that I don't want to find another way out. And English is like something that helped me to figure those way out. I've always loved English without me knowing. When I was a kid, I shadowed a native speaker for like a year. I once learned from this native speaker in like an English tuition center, and we kind of bond a little, and he became my friends, and I shadowed him. I read a book out loud. I spoke to the air. I spoke to literally no one, but I love speaking, so like, just let's do it. Okay. And finally, these things kind of led me out of the jar, out of the jail that was just inside my head, that I was able to get out of, like turn the left and then find a way out, or turn right and find a way out. Okay, so whatever's locking you from the things that you love, always remember that you are the person, you are this character that always has a way out. You just need to look behind, look to your left, or look to your right, and do and search any tools that you can. For me, the tool was English. With English, I strengthened my English skills, right? I shadowed a native speaker, and then I joined an organization. It was like my faculty student body and social community. And I had my first experience in sales when I was in high school. If you guys may have the same experience as me, it was like selling jajanan pasar, because I had to fundraise for some of the events. So I had to learn how to sell foods and stuff. And turns out my friends loved my mom's homemade food. So since then, I've started to sell my own foods, like outside from the fundraising events. And I joined organization because in the college, I was introduced to all different kind of organizations. I still didn't know what I wanted to be when I was in college. Until now, I think like my dream job, I don't really have that particular, but that's okay. Turns out, from all the things that I did in college, it shaped me to who I am today. And it kind of gives me the opportunity to make my dream come true. The thing that I love with writing, with meeting new people, with being a news anchor, with public speaking, with traveling, the things that I thought I wasn't able to do, right? Because I had the organization that I joined in college, the English that I took as a part-time, and then the English lesson that I took as a kid. Turns out all of that kind of shaped me into this person who's enthusiastically happy with English. And then I became like the MC for some of the small events in my faculty, right? And that's how it started. Become the native MC, and then I started to become part-time English teacher. That's how I slowly kind of strengthened my English and gaining like small pocket money. And then I became an English interpreter, and then I became an English translator and transcribers. And I became like a surveyor for some English relatable research of some sort. So I never knew that I could do all these things. But because I had to do something to make the things that I love come true, to do the things that I love, then I just make use of the English that I have, right? And turns out the English that I thought was just a language, it was something that connects me to the bigger picture of the world. It's something that gets me to meet new people. It's something that gets me to earn money since my fourth semester in college until I graduated. I had difficulties, of course, as a college student. We had all difficulties with, going out and travel and something like that. So English became my ship at that time. And I'm so grateful because these are all the people that I have met with the English that I have in me. I met the first picture here. He is Mr. Bernard. He is a professor from Australia, and I had the chance to present my research for him when I was in college. And I had the privilege because at that time I was the most fluent English speaker. So the professor wanted me to present, which was a very memorable experience. And then I became the MC for some of my faculty's events and with my friends as well. So it's not just me. And then I became English interpreter for a Pakistan company as well as an Indonesian company in like international expo, something like that. And then I got a scholarship to University of Malaya because I wrote an essay about how English was not just a mere language. It was something that connects me to the entire world, to the things that I love, and making me able to do other things as well, right? And all of this experience. And then I met my friends from like a research. I teach English in the volunteer experience as well, not exactly English, but language and like how to socialize, something like that, but in English. So all of this, I didn't know what I wanted to be at first, but because of all these experience, I now realize that I want English to be part of my life right now, tomorrow, and for the long run. I may just realize all of this a bit late than some of you who already know what you wanted to be when you were a kid. I just knew all of this when I started something in high school. And then I extend the things that I love in college. And then in university, I try to strengthen all of those other skills, right? I realized that it's a bit late, but I never knew English has always been with me since I was young, and it had helped me until now. And what I wanted you guys to know is to keep in mind what motivates you. It's okay if you don't know what you wanted to do when you were a kid, but what are the things that you love to do, right? That keeps you going every day. That keeps you wanting to learn, right? And then your curiosity. It's like when you are curious about something, you're letting yourself think, right? And when you're letting yourself think, then the next thing that will happen is that you do, is the act. And when you act on something, the next thing is the result. Because if you only think without action, you'll never get to the result. And that curiosity is something that start this all off. And last thing is the reflection, how you wanted things to get better in the future, how you already know the result, and what are the things that you want to improve yourself in the future, and repeat that again, because the next step, the next time you try, you'll be better. You'll be an expert. You'll become good at it. Good at it, the people will come to you and ask you for help. And you'll be so happy to have helped them, because helping them is not only giving them the knowledge, but also giving you the confidence and giving you as much motivation to become better in other things as well. Okay. So these are all the overall things that I have presented. We have come to the last part of the presentation. It's like the group discussion. It's time for you to talk next. In the group discussion and the after group discussion, I know that we have the committee here as well that will break you into several groups. And I like just to introduce you what kind of prompts that you will discuss in each discussion group, which is how do you want English to change your life? Because I don't want to just be the only person who feel English as something big in my life.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing your personal experience and story with us.
Yes.
That's really amazing. Okay, so before we start the FTD session, I would like to introduce you to our inspiring facilitators. The first facilitator will be Kak Q. Hi, Q. Hi, Kak Q. How are you?
Putih.
Are you ready? Okay.
Sorry for interrupting.
Mhm.
Arif group 1 and Key group 2. Sorry. in the
Okay, Arif group
okay,
1.
yeah.
Oh, maybe you can announce it by yourself.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, because you're the host.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Putri. I'm Danny.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I wanna divide into 5 groups for FGD sessions. Yeah. Group 1. Arif. Hi, Arif.
Hi.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure.
Okay. And group 2, Kiki. Hi, Ki.
Hi, Danny.
Okay, thank you so much. And group 3, Fanny.
Hey, Danny.
Hi. How's it going?
Okay, thank you, Fan. And group 4,
Wait.
Lee.
Start video.
Hi.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Wid. And the last group, Trah.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Yeah. In this FGD session, you have 30 minutes, guys. For FGD. Any questions? No.
Sounds good.
Okay, I think let's just start the FGD.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Enjoy the FGD. You have 30 minutes for discussing.
Yeah. Thank you, Danny. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your discussion.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, finally, we're here in the main room. How do you feel, Jess?
Oh my God, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I wasn't able to see all the participants. So I was only able to see my screen, right? Which added to the nervous that I already felt. So yeah, it was kind of like, I really wanted to see people offline. I miss seeing people so much. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but you did so great. We can really take your point.
I'm
That's
so,
all
yeah.
essential.
Thank you.
That's all essential for us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm happy to share. I was kind of worried that I don't know. I hope that is helpful in one way or another. I'm sorry if I stumbled kind of like once in a, if you notice, I kind of stumbled in once every 2 minutes, something like that, because I was kind of nervous. And my friend chatted me, so like, yo, why are you chatting me while I'm in the middle? Yeah, he's here actually, my friend, one of my friends. So.
Oh no, we didn't see you stumble.
Thankfully,
okay.
Yeah, because you can't see like half of my body, right? Like I try to do my hand.
Okay. So in this main room, we're going to maybe do some Q&A sessions, and then also we're going to discuss the question from YouTube viewers, the 4,000K YouTube viewers. All right. So the first question is how there's a research. It's actually my personal question. So I've ever read that there's a research which stated that our personalities really can shift depending on the language we speak. So the question is, does learning English change your personality? Because it changed my personality. I become so bright when I speak English. What about you?
Yes, totally fine. Well, that is a very interesting question, to be honest. And personally, I think you do look brighter when you speak English. I mean, I've only known you for like short while. I think for like this past 1 week, but I feel like you're a very joyful person and you love learning English, and I can definitely sense that because we followed each other on Instagram, right? And I saw that you sometimes snapgram like books in English, other resources like that. If it's for me, I, in particular, learning English and personality, I feel like it changed me in one way or another. because if I want to say it, probably just the same as you. When I speak English, have you ever felt like when you speak English, it's easier to voice your thoughts, right? Like it's easier to say what's in your mind when you speak English. Sometimes when I'm mad at something, when I hate something so much, when something's been keeping me from doing the things or like doing my daily activities, I rambled in English because in Indonesia, for example, I'd be like, apaan sih nggak jelas banget, la 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 la. But in English, I'd be like so more open, I would say. And talking about personality, I think because we are more confident, right? We know that we master this one language on whether intermediate or start level, but we know another language other than our mother tongue. And that gives us confidence. So when we're about to meet other people, when we're faced with any kind of references or basically we need to do public speaking and you need to understand these phrases, it kind of give you the confidence that, okay, I know what this means. I'm going to deliver this out to you. And even if you meet bule, ya kan, you're not, nggak kayak, I don't feel awkward. Instead, I feel like, oh, there is a bule. I really need to talk to him. Gitu. That's how I feel. See, so yeah, it changed my personality. I agree with you. It makes me quieter.
Wow, real personality.
What about you? I'm curious about you too.
Brighter.
I'm curious about you too.
So, if I may ask, what is your real personality?
My real personality, well, when we talk about extrovert or introvert, I am more of an extrovert person. But let me just try to emphasize that extrovert and introvert differs from the way they gain their energy, right? So I gain my energy more from meeting other people and socializing with lots of people, and then probably being in the middle of a crowd, even though I don't know who they are. So I'm more of an extrovert, even though I used to be an introvert. So I can definitely say that introvert can change into extrovert by a course of time, because that's what happened to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And actually, I changed because I had to participate in speech competitions, something like that. So I was kind of pushed, kind of like pressured to be able to speak in front of other people. And from that pressure, I was kind of trained to be more flexible, in the middle of a crowd and just be, I think, how I can be comfortable in any kind of situations, I would say. And it was a English speech as well. So yeah, English is too. What about you? I'm curious. When did you first learn English?
Oh yeah, the first time I learned English was in my elementary school.
Okay.
In my 4th grade. So my mom forced me to come to an English course, and she paid for it. I don't even want it.
Oh, so you didn't even want it?
Yeah, I don't want it. But after learning for several months, turns out that I enjoy it, and it changed my personality. I was so timid, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't talk much, but because of English, I know how to talk. I become more full of expressions, and I can greet people like every strangers. Maybe
yeah,
we become more friendly.
Exactly. You become more confident, don't you feel so?
Yeah, more confident.
How did you first learn English? Like at that time, I think you may have not realized, or like you may not like it at first, but how then that you learn English until it becomes something that you love?
Okay, I think I'm supposed to ask you this, but why do you take over?
It's okay. I think like this break
Maybe
session.
you can answer first.
Oh, so we'll answer in turn, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes it
After
more
you.
fun, right? Rather than because I wanted to know more about you as well. I believe that our 4 billion subscribers out there are curious about us too.
About you.
Well, I first actually our story is one way or another is kind of similar, to be honest, Putri. My mom, she enrolled me in this English tuition center when I was a kid. I didn't even know it. I didn't even like it at first. It was just for a year. And
Yeah. Oh.
at that time, for the whole year, so what I learned through YouTube is that there's this thing called imitation learning. Have you heard?
Yeah, like shadowing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I learned it. So I first learned how to speak before I learned how to write. That is on my part. Because the thing about English, English has like speaking, listening, writing, and reading, right?
Yeah.
Let's just separate all these 4 into just the big 2, which is um, speaking, writing, right?
Yeah.
And I first learned speaking rather than writing because I shadowed the teacher at that time. So I was like this quiet girl, and the teacher was all talkative. He was like very talkative. I remember clearly that he talked a lot, and he often encouraged us to speak in the class, which I didn't. He needed to give me a passage first, and then only by that I would read. And I shadowed the way he speak. I shadowed the way his pronunciations were at that time, right? I noticed, like, for example, as simple as what, he didn't spell it out as what, but he spelled it out as what. Something that's kind of like hanging at the end. And I was like curious, why did you spell it out like that? And then from then on, I only knew how to speak without knowing all the right grammars until around junior high school. I rarely read. I only read starting in high school, I think. So yeah, I learned that. I notice now learning English does not necessarily mean that we have to know all the grammars at first. It's just that you speak whatever with whatever grammar that you have in mind, whether it's chompang camping, it's totally
Aduh, baterai aku habis lagi.
yeah, it's totally fine. That's how
Pulang
I
juga.
that's how
Oh
I
my god.
gitu. Kenapa? What happened? Are you okay? I'm worried. Oh my god, I am worried. Is she okay? I hope she's okay. But anyway, Putri, I hope wherever you are, you're okay. You're not hurt. No one's robbing you or anything, because I'm going to call 911, which is not relevant because we're not in US, but I'm going to call Is she okay? I'm going to call her. But yeah, continuing what Putri mentioned, yeah, it's basically like how I kind of learned it with my friends at the time. Gitu. With me, I have Kak Dania. Hi, Kak. Yeah. Oh, I think you're on mute, Kak. I can't hear.
Sorry, okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, Jeff, thank you so much. I really like your pronunciations and your material today. It's really amazing because, yeah, I learning English too. Yeah, because I think English is a really hard for me, especially. Yeah. Okay, I want to share about my story.
Sure.
For you guys.
That'd be fun. I want to hear. How's
Okay.
your story?
Yeah. When I was a child, probably I come from small village in Bengkulu province. So I don't learn English anything. Yeah, because in my school, learning English is not important.
Oh, really?
At the time, yeah. And after graduate from junior high school, and I decided to take in public school in my city, and I try to learning English with my friends, with my teacher at the time. But in my school, grammar is really important, and I don't like grammar at the time
Yeah.
because
I
it's
didn't like grammar as well.
yeah really pushing for me. Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
but no. For me too, I hate it. Even now, I
Yeah.
still have some mistakes.
Yeah, so that I don't I cannot speak in front of public because when I learn English I always focus with grammar, not speaking at a time. So yeah, it's hard for me to improve my speaking skill at the time until now, honestly. Yeah, because I get a job and I sometimes I know I don't focus with my English learning.
Okay, nggak apa-apa. And then kind of like how I know that you mentioned that you didn't speak as much as you are now, but how come now that you're so fluent in English?
What?
How come that you are now so fluent in English?
Oh.
Even though you said at first that you were kind of afraid because you were more focused on grammar, so you didn't really speak that much.
Yeah. When I realize speaking especially is really important for me, yeah, and for all the people, I guess. I realized to improve my English with join communities, and also I join some communities on Skype and also Facebook, and I found many people from overseas, and I try to speak up with my friends around the world. And I know if you want to improve your English, yeah, for the first one, you have to speak up first, right?
Great.
So I really happy and enjoy join Britzone communities because I can improve my speaking skill especially, and also because my job is, to be honest, I'm journalist, and but I little shy with my friends because in my environment my friends is a really fluently in English. It's a really good communication skill, right? So yeah, I realized and I want to be like my friends, like my partner in my job, right? So yeah, so until now, I always try to speak up. But
Yeah.
I know my skill. I know my communication skill is really bad, probably. But I try.
No, you're not. You look, you know what? You look more like you kind of have this radiation out of you when you speak English.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like you smile a lot, and you laugh, and you kind of like you relate, with your job, something that you love, which radiate off of you. So, yeah, you totally. I can feel what, yeah, your what something radiating off of you, something that you love when you speak English, and I can definitely see that.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah. Just probably you have give me a suggestions. Yeah, not for me. Maybe for all participants and also my friends on the YouTube. Maybe you can give suggestion for like how to improve your speaking skill and how to improve your writing skill.
Kalau from me, let me open my notes. Jadi, I kind of put note to that as well.
Oh yeah.
Kalau from me, hi Put, I'm sorry. Are you okay? You're not hurt.
No, I'm all good. So I lost my connection. So sorry for that.
Nggak apa-apa, it's okay. So Kak Dani was asking like how to improve speaking or writing, something like that.
Yeah.
And my tips to my friends would be, first, to learn English. I mean, English seems to be like this huge monster that it's just hard to learn. There are like several parts that you need to understand, right? But remember that when you learn something, you don't learn everything at once. It's gonna tire you out. You're gonna be bored in the middle of it, and you're gonna hate it, to be honest, if you learn all speaking, all writing, and everything at the same time. So if you want to learn English as a whole, you can start by just learning how to speak by, you know, literally read any kind of book, whether you understand that or not. Just read any English book. I would recommend you to do that, and read the book out loud. So it's not it. I think this is something like, traditionally speaking, people would recommend you to read books, but like psychologically, when you do something over and over again, even though you don't understand on the first read and the second read, but the third read, it got into the back of your mind, right? What the book is trying to kind of like give to you, or what's the actual message, something like that, because you've read it one time and like over and over again. And that practice your reading skills, your speaking skills, and your grammar implicitly, because reading from a book, a passage that has a grammatically correct
Yeah.
structure, it kind of this is what happened when people said something like, oh, I choose this answer because of my feelings. Have you ever heard someone answer something like that? It's because one time or another in their life, they've read a good passage. They've read something that's a grammatically correct all over their life. They didn't even realize. And when they're faced with questions, it got in the back of their head, right? So they know the answer. Oh, I know this is the feeling, my feeling. It's not your feelings telling you that this is the answer. It's your unconscious mind telling you that this is the correct answer. So my suggestion to someone that, oh, should I've started reading in English passage, but I haven't yet feel any improvement in my speaking or reading. Well, to be honest, English is not math. It's not physics, right? You can't do a formula to one question and then remember all the formula and apply it to all other questions and think as if, okay, I am the master of English today and tomorrow and forever. You can't. That's the fact. There is no A plus B. There is only practice.
Okay.
Going over and over again. That's what I would recommend.
Really amazing. Thank you, Jess. But sometimes for some people, and for me especially, I don't know for others, sometimes sometimes I feel so confused when for the first I learn speaking, or I learn listening, or I reading a books, or watching movies. When I reading a book, because it's a really grammatical, and it's a really grammatical, like when I reading Harry Potter's maybe, or and others books, I do sometimes I really confused about the grammatical in the book, right? So for now, I try to watching Netflix sometimes, or watching international movies, like Harry Potter's, and and others, and really good way, for me to improve my speaking skill and also listening.
Wow. So you've started to read juga ya, kind of like books, because I know that reading books itu sometimes not all people like it, right? Sometimes they don't like to read something. Yeah, but what I feel like, technically speaking, if you want to kind of start by choosing the books. Yeah. So English, when we talk about English technically, there are several kinds of English language. Just to be honest, like there is this 1800s classic English where you can only find in Jane Austen's novels, which I would never recommend anyone to read for the first time, because the grammatical there is just so complicated, right? So when we want to choose the books for our very first, learning, if it's novel, then I would recommend a very modern novel, let's say around 2010 above novels or something like that, because Harry Potter on itself is a very it's a more British than American.
Yeah.
I would suggest that when you learn English, British and American,
Yeah.
American one is most easier to learn from, because J.K. Rowling is not, she's not American,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, right? So there might be some differences in grammar, or like the way they speak or the way they write.
Yeah.
There are certainly differences. I would suggest probably we read American novels or American passages that is more modern and more conversational. So it's
Yeah.
not just about probably narrative stories, kaya novels, something like that, because we can gain exposure to the modern conversational, like
Yeah.
how to say, hey, how are you? Probably in the book, they will state like, hey, how's it going? Right?
Mhm.
I mean, that's a learning in itself. Like, you know, a different kind of how are you, right? And if you read Harry Potter, the thing that confuses you might be the grammar, because J.K. Rowling's very heavy on grammar. She has a very heavy book. So I rarely read J.K. Rowling. Probably watch Netflix. Yeah, Netflix, and yeah, that's what I would recommend. See, but both of you, to be honest, I can feel like you radiate this happiness feeling when you speak English. That's why I joined Britzone, because
You too.
yeah, because when I first attended the Tuesday class, I heard everyone speak, and they speak with so much confidence, with like happiness, that it makes me feel, oh, this is the place where people can learn and other people
Yeah.
encourage them, and both people are happy. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think you both are doing great, and so are the other friends in this group.
Wow. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Okay, just info.
We take that as compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kenapa?
Sorry.
Yeah, just 3 minutes left.
Mm-mm.
Back to the main room. All the parties.
Okay. 3 minutes left.
So
Okay.
it's about
For Kak Dani, I will recommend Bed Stories book for children for you
Yeah.
to read
What kind of
every night.
apa tuh? What's
Uh,
that?
Bed Stories book for children.
You asked like recommended. You asked me gitu.
Yeah. At first, I learned English from Barney. Do you know Barney?
I know Barney. That
Yeah.
huge dinosaur, right? The purple one.
The dinosaur.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to memorize all the lyrics from Barney's song.
Me too.
That's why
I think Kak Dani itu have not known Barney. You know Barney, Kak? Yang the purple dinosaur thing that keeps on
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah, probably
Keeps
I
on
don't
singing.
know your books.
Do you know the twin banana from Australia?
The twin banana. No, I haven't watched that.
The cartoon. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I mean, like when we talk about children cartoons whatsoever, I once watched that. It's like a twin banana. It's like one's called B1, the other's called B2, and they're like best friends whatsoever. Yeah, I watch cartoon now that you mention it. I love cartoons when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Gitu.
All right. So how many?
2 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Okay.
2 minutes left.
Wow.
Keren ya. Where are you at right now? Are you like at a cafe?
Yeah, I'm at the cafe. Actually, I want to go home, but because the Britain class starts at 6:30, so I cannot go home.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's my dedication for Britain. For you.
For Britzone, amazing. Kak Putri.
And for you, Jess.
Well, thank you. I am so flattered.
So flattered.
Thankfully, this morning my friend asked me to just, hey, let's work from home, because I originally usually work from her apartment, or rather from the office yang apa sih, go work itu, because like we're kind of worried
I'll go
for
work.
the time being.
Yeah.
So she said, "Oh ya udah, let's work from home for today because she's sick." And I was like, "Yay, work from home! I don't need to get on the early bus on the evening to arrive home on time for 6:30." Where do you work at? Like in Tangerang, Kaputri, or in Jakarta?
Yeah. In Tangerang.
Oh,
I actually work as pharmacist, so I kind of surprised when Beverly said, no, not Beverly. Who
Beverly.
said that?
Beverly.
Beverly
Yeah.
said that he wanted to be a pharmacist,
Yeah.
and she said that pharmacy looks smart. No, it's not. I don't look smart.
Yeah, but no, because it's like it's related to medical, something like pre-med, right? I used to want to be a doctor, but that was only for a short while because I wanted to help people. Yeah, but you look
Okay.
smart,
10
Carl.
minutes. No, 10 seconds.
Oh my God. Okay.
10 seconds. Okay. Just after this, we're going to discuss the outcomes from their discussion, and then I will ask you. Maybe you want to give any comments for them.
Well, usually too, we ask them to present their discussion, right?
Yeah, to present their discussion. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think on this second half, I think I'll just emphasize on them to speak more rather than me.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right. Yeah.
wait for them to speak more.
All right. So thank you. So let's start. Hi guys, welcome back. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the main room.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, we will still wait for another participants to join. Okay. There are only 16 or 18 participants. Okay. They keep coming.
Back.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi, Putri.
Hi, Muid. Hi, Karirin.
Hi, the Mr. Presidents.
The president is not here. I'm still
Yeah,
the
the president is not here.
Silent day. Sorry, silent
Oh, sorry.
day.
Silent. Silent times.
Okay.
Rah told us that he was the Justin Bieber, right? Tonight he's Justin Bieber.
Why not Justin Timberlake, Tra?
Yeah. Okay. I will change it. Justin Timberlake.
Okay, I think everyone is here. So let's start the discussion in our main group. Okay, I want to ask the first facilitator. I will start it randomly, maybe from Tra. Hi, Tra. Tra.
Me?
Tra, are you there? Yeah.
Okay,
Are
yeah,
you?
me. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Were you sleeping? Sorry.
No. I was high. I'm sorry.
Okay, so how was the discussion, Tra?
It was pretty awesome because most of us tell about their stories, and we have a very great discussion, and we share about a lot of things in our group discussion. And to all the people in my group in my what is that, breaking out room, I'm so sorry that I didn't tell you that you will represent our team. It will be surprise. So I wanna pick someone, and it
Okay.
is Asha. Asha, it's your turn.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow. Hi
Asha, please
guys.
welcome.
Hey, Asha.
Hi. Nice to meet you guys. So what I have to share here, I have no idea. Can you give me a clue? Or
Yeah. Just share what you told us in the group, in the breaking room.
oh well, okay. So I have to retell my experience that I told you in the group here. Okay, right. Well, I believe English is a survival weapon. That's how we can communicate with people in the world. Like we can reach more opportunities. Like in my case, I really want to take master degree in the U.S. So that's how I want to excel and speak English fluently. Um, there are also I think that people now, everyone speaks English everywhere. Like there is a country that their mother language is mother language becomes extinct because it is replaced by English, which is India. So yeah, I guess English would be become everyone's language. So that's how it is very important and essential for us to learn it passionately, with perseverance, and yeah, passionately. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Asha. What an
Thank you very
interesting
much.
story. Thank you, Tra. Okay, maybe anyone would give any comments to Asha's story besides our conductor? Because our conductor will give you time to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone?
It's your turn. Anybody?
Or
Anyone? Anyone's
anyone?
if you wanted to share, like I know in our previous session before, so many of you raised your hands to speak, whether it's about what you wanted to be when you were a kid, right? And how English relate to that, or maybe not relate at all, and that's totally fine. Probably some of you, if you have any difficulties in learning English as well and want to speak up, right? That is fine as well. What part about English fascinates you and excite you? But on the other hand, what are your difficulties?
Oh, what are your difficulties? I think Marisa would like to share something about that. Marisa? Hi. Yeah, you can unmute yourself.
Sorry, I'm shocked because you call my name. I'm not ready to share something.
No, it's okay. We just want to ask you, do you have any difficulties in learning English?
Difficulties from learning English from uh, from I was a kid until now, that difficulties of learning English, that I think that more like I'm difficult in grammarly, and then so and then I try to cover my weakness at grammar, to want to speak, want to have a better conversation in English. So why I joined this class also, like because I want to improve my English, even that because I don't really like to I don't really good at grammars, but I want to improve my conversation. So maybe you can share if you have experience to make the good grammar for me, beside the conversation. Okay, you can share to me also. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa.
Go,
What?
Marisa. Yeah.
Maybe
Definitely.
Jess, do you have any opinions? How to improve our grammar?
maybe, but let's keep that for the closing because
Okay.
let's hear out the rest of our friends here first, whom I totally believe they're like eager to speak. Probably the next group.
Mhm. Okay, next group would be Mbak Widuri's group. Hi, Mbak Wid.
Hi, Putri. And we have two person who would like to
Wow.
represent our discussions. There will be Julia and Rais. Julia and Rais,
Julia and
it's your
Rais.
yeah. Not Julia and
Okay.
Romeo, right?
Oh yeah, I just want to say that.
Julia
Mbak Wid,
should or I first.
that. Okay. Maybe
Hi,
we can start from Julia.
Okay, I wanna talk about the reason what when I discuss in breakout rooms. I think the first time why some people need to English to change their life is the first is for their future careers because some people need to speak with others people in like customer for international job, like we must meet with other people from other countries, like a client for international program or others like that. And I think some people and talks about that English is a tool to communicate and to share, to decrease misunderstanding to with others people to in international program or who didn't understand about my bahasa. And for me, English is why English can change my life because it's really important to open my change to join some others activities in international programs such as conference and competition in international programs. So I think it's really important to us to learn English because we can communicate and we can join some other chains to and we can continue my study abroad to my study purpose to in the future. I think like that. I think Rais can.
All right. Wow. What a fascinating story. Thank you, Julia.
You're welcome.
Rais.
Okay, so thank you for Julia that I have explained what the breakout theme from our group, Miss Winry. Is it clear my voice?
Yeah, it's
so clear.
Oh, so
Crystal clear.
so the question is, how do you want to English to change your life? That I think is such as me, because of now I'm college, so college is very support for English is international language. And beside that also, I have the dream such as I want to be entrepreneur and how I have to get the international relationship is not only national, and I also want to be international. And also beside that, I'm is not smart enough for such as if Indonesia, they think you are smart if you can solve the problem about math. You can smart when you can solve the problem about physica, but I'm is not smart about the math. I don't know to answer that one. So beside that, I want to improve in linguistic skill that I mean is about public speaking and communications or language. And also I have in the group of breakout just barely we discuss in our senior, there is Mr. DK, Mr. Shukri, Mr. Bambak, and Miss Widuri and Miss Iena. He's our senior. He told is English is very important for solve our careers when we take relationship in international. So I think English, how to I can be my weapon for break up later after I graduate from the university, and I can face my challenge by my English. And I want to be international people. That is, I think is enough.
Thank you so much, Rais. It's so
You're
inspiring.
welcome.
Wow, I'm so amazed and speechless by we've only heard three of our participants comments, right? And I'm already speechless. I'm so excited to hear the rest of our participants' views also. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So we move on to the next facilitator is Kak Fani. Hi, Kak Fani.
Hi, Put. Thank you.
Hi.
So
How was it?
yeah, so yeah, I'm from the group 3, and I'm so happy because the participants were supportive and brave to speaking. So and also we discussed about the dream job when we were kids and the current job. So Rizky from group 3 said that it could change the job from the dream for when we were kids until now. It's by the reference, by the environment, and also yeah, it's maybe by the year when we are get more critical, right, about life. So yeah, and maybe because in my group have one person who hasn't said, so maybe I want to choose Agung to say about to share about what's the moment when you feel English is your savior. So maybe Agung, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Fanny. Sure. So the question is about when English is my savior, and I think one of the example is when I did my interview and also my final assessment center when I was applying for a job. In this final assessment center, I mean, not just this one specific company, but the other companies that I applied for as well during my time seeking for a job, right? And I think English is really helping me throughout the final assessment center and also interview, because I think the English in this case, I mean, because you are actually based in Indonesia, right? Especially in Jakarta. So people would think that if you speak English well, then, well, you'll probably be noticed. Yeah, but just a disclaimer, your English skills, if you apply it in, for example, in Australia or in the UK or in the US or even in the other countries in the world, right?
Or insane in Canada.
Yeah, Canada. I mean, no matter how good you are with your English, I don't think people will notice, right? But somehow in Indonesia, I get that kind of impression. Yeah, so I think English is really helping me to be noticed by the recruiters, especially when we are doing a focus group discussion, for example, and also in a final assessment center. So when you can speak differently in a unique way, I think people will tend to notice. But I can only say I couldn't generalize this topic with all the countries in the world. So if you want to be an international players in job seeking, English is one way, but probably only for Indonesia, right? Probably for the other countries, it's something else, right? People will not notice you because your English is good or perfect or excellent, but people will notice you more on how you think, on how your ability is. Yeah. So that's probably just me sharing what I learned throughout my way when I got some jobs. Yeah. When I did my job seeking. So yeah, I think that is all probably that I can share. Sorry for the long discussion. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Agung. We're always pleased to hear your stories. Okay, we're gonna move to the next facilitator. It's Kakyu. Hi, Kakyu.
Hi, Putri.
Yeah.
Okay, so from my group, we discussed about how do you want English to change your life. Some of them wants to improve their English to get a job abroad, and some of them wants to get scholarship abroad also. And actually, I really wants to hear again about something from Henry. Henry, can you share your experience again?
Okay, Henry, would you please share your experience?
Yeah, the reason why I learning English, the specific reason for me, I have the goals, I have a dreams. I I want to be a cruise ship attendant. Cruise ship attendant. Cruise ship attendant. Why? Because I want to working go international with a cruise ship attendant. I can go. I can run in the world, meet the people, meet the different culture with working with cruise ship kapal pesiar. Yeah, because my passion is hotelier, so I choose my in the college is housekeeping management. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank
Hendry,
you, Henry.
sharing your story. Okay, what do you think, Jessica? Do you think all of them are inspiring, right? Their stories are incredible.
Yeah, all of their stories are very inspiring. And one thing that I can note from all of their stories is that how they want to change, how they want English to change their life is in one way or another through career, right? Opportunities to pursue a study abroad or a career abroad, or to simply gain more courage in meeting new people and being more noticed in like probably in job seeking, something like that. And these are all very, very, I would say very, very exciting. And it makes me happy because they have this, they have this something that encourage them within. And that's actually the thing that encouraged them to join Britzone in the first place.
Yeah,
Because
I agree with you.
yeah.
But before we stop, I mean, I know you have a lot of things to share, but we have another facilitator, the last one.
Oh, okay. I thought we were done. Okay, sure.
I know it's not. He's not being forgotten, but I saved him in the last because he's.
Oh, Arif ya.
Yeah. King
Thank
Arif
you,
is
Princess.
it's just a prank, okay? Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Oh, thank you, Princess, for saving my life, for being forgotten. Okay, so am I still allowed to have two people to present? We'll make it
maybe
short.
only one
Promise.
person. One person would be enough.
Unfortunately, but that's fine. So
Because we have.
yeah, I know. I was lucky enough to be in an inspiring group because I was among inspiring people with a lot of incredible stories. So I will choose one person to represent all of it. And here we go. Sari, the cheerful one.
Oh wow, Sari, the most cheerful member of Britzone.
Yeah, come on, Sari, big leg.
Okay, yeah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We got from the last group. Actually, we got 6 members. They are Kak Arif, Kak Widya
I was the
Haris.
facilitator.
Yeah, you are one of the member of us. And then the most inspiring one is Kak Ririn. And then let me see first, Kakak, the one who was being asked by Marisa Ayub. And then wait a moment, civil servant one, who is she? I forgot her name here.
It's okay.
Marisa,
Maybe you can go straight to the point, Sari.
Yeah,
Sari,
yeah. Yeah, I'm going to, but I have to remind them. Okay, Desi, she's working in such a, she got inspired by English because she is working in one of the internet shopping company, so she has to learn English. And then another one here, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
The second one is Kakarisa. She's the one has to be speak English because of her ability to speak English. She is being admitted as a civil servant. And then one of inspiring one is Kak Ririn. Actually, she is such a science teacher or something, but because of she got very amazing English. Now she was admitted an international school in the international school. And then Kak Widya Haris, he's very considered about English is very important in Southeast, right? Because of his just continuing his study and he said that very good. I mean, very important in master or something here. And for me, Kak Arif also, he is the one very inspiring by English, and then he thought that English is very important because of once he think that he can earn money from English because of he helped his friend by translating abstract when he was in college. So he got a living for the first time by helping someone translating abstract of someone when he was in the college. And me myself, actually, I don't want to be the one that who related to the English because actually I don't want to be the English enthusiast now. Actually, but now English saved my life because by English I can make my living now. By English I can get in touch with other people in the world. By English I can meet people and very confident to speak people. And also English helped me when I was get lost in one of the country because of I can't speak English well. So they direct me very well. I mean the native one, they help me to get back to my group when I was get lost in one of the country. Karif, don't mention the country. That's all about our group. And Marisa Ayub, she's the one that being such a secretary in multinational company. So she has very encouraged to speak English because of she has to meet expatriate or something here. That's all from our group. I made it very fast because of the time. Thank you, Karif. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for
Thank you, Sari.
Thank you so much, Sari.
You.
Sari
And
is always
I forgot to
so
mention that. I forgot to mention that all of us in the group are falling in love with English. Actually, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. And also falling in love with Britzone as well.
Yeah.
Exactly, that for sure.
That's why we spend our time
That's
to
the
watch
reason.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. I love
Okay,
customer
thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kak.
Maybe Fitria, just any comments?
Yeah, so I think the class has already been concluded by my great friends speeches about how they viewed English as something important in their life. Well, I'm just one last thing for me to just kind of note to self and to others whenever you feel I noticed there was this one comment about how they want to learn English and kind of asking for tips and tricks, something like that. Well, I have one thing, like one rule of thumb is that when you want to learn English, don't think of English as something hard, right? Don't think of English as a math. There is no formula. There is no one exact way of how to learn English. You guys are unique and you have your own way to learn English, right? That's the rule of thumb. And English knows no limitations to age. So let's say I am younger than someone and another people would say, oh, Jessica would be easier to learn English because she's younger. That is the biggest mistake ever, because no matter how old you are, no matter in which part of the world you are, right? English can be learned as easily anywhere, anytime, right? And
don't be afraid of mistake.
Exactly. That leads me to my last conclusion of mistakes is when you want to learn English, don't think that you be perfect the first time you speak or the first time you write or the first time you read, right? There always be mistakes, but always know those mistakes will make you be better in whatever is that you are learning. So when you want to learn, just make as many mistakes as you can and try to not make the other mistakes for the other day, and try not to make another mistakes the next day after the day. And then without you knowing, right? Without you knowing, by some time of your life, it's like, oh, you've mastered it because you keep on doing it over and over and over again. Whatever mistakes come to me, I'll eat you alive, la la la, you don't care, right? So be be who you are, do what you want. It's fun. Betul, I am seeing the comments right now. English is fun. Being here with you is something that filled my day today. Thank you so much. It's been a really fun experience, and I hope you guys feel the same way as well. This is like love for me. So think of English as something that is fun. That is Britzone. That no mistakes whatsoever. People make mistakes. We're no saints, right? And without you knowing, one day, once you keep on doing it over and over again, you mastered it, and that's it. Kudos to you. Yep, that's all from me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, Jessica.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
Splendid. What an epic.
Yeah. Oh, I think Putri, you're on mute.
Princess.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Jess. That is such an awesome presentation and class. I sincerely appreciate your attention today, Britzoners. Thank you so much for coming today. And that brings us to the end of the class. I'd like to thank you, Jessica, for and all of the Britzoners for your time and your attention today. Okay, so all over the
Thank you,
world.
Jessica.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Let's have
Okay, so this
coffee.
class, yeah, that's kind of coffee. This class made me realize
no,
that
thanks.
all things are possible if you tried hard enough. And learning English could be your shortcut to success. Thank you for coming, everyone. And let's have a photo session.
Yeah.
I guess we have another announcement, Putri.
Okay. From the general committee election.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to give the announcement?
Sorry.
I think it's Honey.
Yes, Putri.
Okay, hi, Honey.
Hi.
So welcome to Tuesday class.
Okay.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Yes, okay.
Break leg, Ibu KPU.
Hi. Okay. Hi guys. Good night. And I hope you have a great day today. And I would like to announce because 2020 is over, is almost over, and we need the next president for Britzone 2021. And we have the two candidates. First is Israki and Dika. Dika and Israki is not here. Not here. No, okay. And the candidate number 2 is Tra and Ramdhani. Hey Tra, you in here?
He's not here. He's not here.
Okay. Okay, and maybe I want to announce tomorrow is voting days, okay, on 2 December, and don't forget to voting, and please make sure you come to our class at least 3 times, and don't forget to check your emails because we will be we will send email form to you all. Yeah, okay. And search britzone.jakarta@gmail.com. Don't forget to check, and thank you. Your voting is very useful for the next president on 2021. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we will get the link to vote in the email, Kahani.
Okay. We get the link, and in this email we have a link. Okay, like that.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kahani.
Okay.
That's clear enough. All right, Britzoners, don't forget to vote your presidential candidate, your favorite one. And yeah, that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you so much. Let's take a photo.
All right, come on. Please turn on your camera, guys. Please do not chat for a while because it
Yeah,
will
do not chat.
ruin the aesthetic. Because it will pop up in my screen. So turn on your camera. Please do not strike a pose one or two number. Yeah, we are still in the silence day.
What about peace?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, what
Not
about
loud.
peace sign? Peace,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Again. I don't know which place you're in. Like a pause. 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, 2. Please don't chat. Please do not chat. 3, 2, 1. One more time. One last time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys for coming.
So much.
And thank you, Jessica,
Thank
for
you.
sharing.
Thank you. And also, please take 2 minutes to
Jessica.
leave a comment on our feedback form. Thank you, Britzoners.
Thank you,
Luck, Raf.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. See you
Thank
next
you so
Jessica. Thank
much,
you.
Britzone.
Nice to meet
Applause.
you.
See you next
Thank you
week,
so much.
So thank you so much.
Don't forget to vote
I'll see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Don't
Vote for
forget to
you.
You
vote.
all.
And guys, don't leave the chat, the WhatsApp group, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Let,
you,
let,
everyone.
let me just just delete you
Erase.
or kick you.
You're rude.
Nah, yeah, I'm rude.
All right.
Okay. I was wondering, is it okay if I leave too? Because
No. Oh, you wanna leave early?
Oh, enggak, maksudnya kayak I
No,
remember
no.
from the briefing 2 days ago, I was told to wait kan because there's like evaluation or feedback.
Yes. We'll have
Okay.
evaluation. So don't leave, okay?
Oh,
Don't leave.
turn
Is
off
the
the
YouTube
YouTube
still
live,
online?
please.
We're still live.